And because you have the formula, you can do it again. I congratulate you and encourage you to maintain the standard which you have set. May your name be called every year in these award ceremonies. May others look on you and emulate you so that they can share this success too. Good job. Well done. Congratulations.
Good. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Dr. Dawkins, Associate Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs. Dr. Dawkins spoke about determination being a decision. So it's not just about what you have naturally, which is very important, but determination is a decision. The theme for today is Emerge a Champion, a legacy of excellence. And speaking of legacies, we engender this in our student leaders. And because of that, we now have a presentation from the president of the Student Council from last year. So the legacy continues. Mr. Kevron Salmon was the president of the Student Council for 2022-23, 21-22, and he now brings us a recorded message of congratulations to our award.
Good evening, everyone. As the UCC Alumni Association President, it is indeed a pleasure and a privilege to stand before you offering a congratulatory message. You are here today because your GPA reflects hard work, dedication, focus, success, determination, and drive. I stand before you today with pride as I celebrate you as students. I celebrate you as potential future leaders, and I celebrate you as students of this awesome university, and you will go forth and project the level of education that you've received here at this university. So congratulations and all the best as you go along. Just remember, the race is not indeed for the swift, but who can endure. And you are enduring and you're on the right path. Your GPA reflects such. In
tonight did not just happen like that. It happened because of a goal, a vision of greatness that you had for yourself, that you would commit yourself, that you would buckle down and do the best that you could do in your studies, so that you could succeed and gain the accomplishments that we are all here celebrating with you tonight. And I'm going to use reference to one of my former students. And I'll change her name right now, and I'll call her Ruth. That's not her real name. But Ruth came to the University of the Virgin Islands with a lot of hope, with a vision, with a dream to become one of the best accountants that her state and her island would ever have. She didn't have the wherewithal to make it. And Ruth was brought to my attention one day by my executive assistant, who was completing her master's degree at UVI at the same time on tuition remission. And she was in class with Ruth at the time. And she brought to my attention that Ruth was doing very well, an outstanding student at the top of her class. But at the same time, she had financial challenges. She had difficulties being able to survive and to make ends meet. And so I asked my assistant, well, what's your recommendation? What's your strategy? And she said to me, I think we should bring her to the office to work with us. I said, okay, you're in charge. Go right ahead. And so she made all of the arrangements and invited her to come to the office to work with us. And she was assigned duties and responsibilities as appropriate to her capabilities. And as she worked and studied, she excelled even more and more. She completed a bachelor's degree, and then she came into the office one day and said, you know, Dr. Davies, I'm going to go for my master's degree. I'm not going to go back to my home country until at least I get to that next level. And so I asked, well, how are you going to do it? And she had a plan. She explained her plan and her strategy to me, how she was going to get there, and other ways in which the university would be able to help her accomplish that dream. How her parents and her relatives and well-wishers and other individuals who are members of the church that she attended at that time were going to come together to help her accomplish that dream. And guess what? She accomplished that dream again at the top of her class. And when I thought she was about to go home to her country, she came to me and said, you know, guess what? I've just been accepted to serve as a fellow in Washington, D.C. And I said, wow, I'm so proud of you. And all of this was because of the dream and that goal, that vision that she set for herself. Now, each one of you here tonight in this audience and those that are joining us on the platform electronically, you have the opportunity, similar to Ruth, to set a vision of greatness for yourself. And many of you have done so. You have been determined in your studies. You have been focused. You have maintained that tenacity that's needed to help you to get from one point to the other. You have asked your professors, many of whom are here tonight, questions and hard questions. And I hope that you are asking our professors solid questions, because I expect them to perform and to perform well, so that when you leave the halls of this university, you will be the best that you could be and go up against anyone around this world, because that's our vision and our dream for each one of you here at UCC. This is all possible because we are fully committed together with you to making it a reality. And that's why we're here tonight. And so I take this moment again to fully congratulate each one of you, to let you know that you are stars. And for those who have not yet been able to get here to this point in their studies, I have a word of encouragement for you also. You are also people of value in our eyes. You are persons of value in my eyes as president. And we are fully committed to doing all that we can as you commit yourself to your studies, to be devoted and to be the best that you can be. We will commit to help you to get there, because we want to see you succeed. Our nation needs every one of us. We need our lawyers, our doctors, our technicians, our nurses, accountants, our leaders, in whatever capacity or area you may have your focus on right now. And this nation of Jamaica, the Caribbean, the region, and the world must realize that we are producing top-notch individuals here at this institution. So that as you leave here and you go anywhere across this nation and around this region and around the world, you will be able to stand firm and solid, knowing that your education and your knowledge and well-being is just as high as any other standard that any other university or institution would claim to have. We are focused in our determination to make sure that we are fully compliant with our regulators, whether it's our UK accreditors, our UCJ national accreditors here. And as we move forward to other forms of accreditation, which we will share with you at the appropriate time, we know that we will, together with you, because of your success and where you will go from here, will help to make this university even better than what it is right now. I acknowledge the hard work of all of the forerunners, those who have been here ahead of me, for the solid foundation laid. But in any institution, in any organization, we continue to grow, we continue to evolve every day. And so we will continue to grow. We will continue to excel. We will continue to exceed expectations. And as we do so as a university, we're not doing it alone, because we're doing it with you, our students, to make sure that we all do this together. So again, congratulations to each one of you. Stay focused. Remember that the goal ahead is still to be attained. You are here right now, but I look forward to greeting you as you walk across the stage, whether in July of next year or in subsequent years to come, because you have what it takes to get there. Thank you. God bless you.
I'm so glad that this presentation here tonight is being recorded, because there were so many nuggets of wisdom shared with us and vision that was shared with us today. We not only inspire ourselves, but we inspire others, and we work together as community, as Mr. President says. And one of the things I found very important about the speech that Dr. Davies just gave is the fact that we not only celebrate champions, but we encourage the underdogs to become champions themselves. And I think that in itself deserves a round of applause. I also hear and acknowledge and welcome the fact that the speech from our president, first speech of to a student award ceremony from our newly minted president, indicates that UCC, UCC degrees, UCC students, and all that we do here in this institution is top notch. It's top notch. We are not second to any other university, whether locally or regionally, but we are top notch, and that's very important. But let me not delay anymore. Thank you. Let me not delay anymore. We're here for awards, and we're going to share the awards. We start first with the non-academic awards. And to present the non-academic awards, it's a lady who works in our recruitment department, Mrs. Eileen Hooper Donaldson. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, executive, distinguished students, distinguished family, distinguished faculty. We are all distinguished today. Yes, we are. 2022 had an effect on everyone. Its ups, downs, joy, sorrow, love, and hope. We overcome. Took the next step. Dear students, as you are chosen this year as future champions in your own right, thank you for building on your service heart of giving back. This is indeed a good and noble thing. The University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, UCC, is indeed one such chosen emerging higher education institution. The UCC is committed to supporting its students' continuing professional academic development by investing time and talent while offering students windows of opportunities to develop good stewards while in pursuit of their career credentials. At UCC, we want you to continue being that and more. As part of the UCC family, I stand here as a servant leader myself for over 28 years of voluntary service to community. As a distinguished past Lieutenant Governor in Kiwanis, however, this evening I speak to you as part of the UCC family. And so we encourage you always, assert yourself sitting in a leadership seat. As every day you occupy that seat, you represent a global stage, blending with the like-minded individuals. Sit with winners, and I guarantee the conversation will be so different. As you continue to develop your unique legacy of people excellence, being unique, sharing is at the heart of every human being. Everyone saw that in you here this afternoon. Continue building on you, your resume of an institutional champion. I assure you, doors will open. You will be amongst the chosen one. Be the best you can be. Congratulations to you all on your awards. And as you journey into 2023, make your 2023 year a student at UCC, a chosen resume legacy of excellence. At this time, we will move to awarding a few persons recognized in 2022 as non-academic emerging champions. We will invite the persons to be awarded. Then I will present a brief bio of each awardee, after which I will invite our UCC president, Dr. Davis, to do the honors to present them with their tokens. I now invite the following person to join me on stage. Tadish McCowan. I also invite Natalia Burton to join me. I'm so very proud. You would know, I'm very proud. So I will start with the Leadership Award. As the youngest program manager in history for the Jamaican Association of Debating and Empowerment, JAD Limited, she leads a team dedicated to the promotion of debating across the secondary and tertiary sectors of Jamaica. Natalia Burton is a first-year student at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, UCC, and holds the position of president for the UCC Debate Society and assistant secretary for the UCC Talk of the Town Club. Currently, she pursues an undergraduate degree in social work. Despite being an introvert that is often socially awkward, as she says, Natalia has established her brand as a content creator, a jack of all trades. On several social media platforms, notable TikTok and Instagram, from comedy to education to relatable content, she has stepped out of her shell and made notable achievements such as surpassing 100,000 collective views on TikTok, earning 24,000 likes, and winning the Jamaica Information Service Creators Challenge and becoming their first creative brand ambassador. As you step forward, I now invite UCC President Dr. Davis to present this year's Leadership Award to Natalia Burton. Congratulations. Congratulations again, Natalia. Our next award is for volunteerism. Tadish McGowan is a 25 years old, aspiring criminal forensic psychiatrist from Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Despite being one of the most reserved and shy individuals one could ever meet, once relaxed, Tadish socialized effectively. A quote she lives by is live to serve, love to serve. Where that come from? Kiwanis itself. Yay! Since starting university, she has learned what the code meant. Ms. McCowan finds joy in doing whatever she sees to do, no matter how small it is, to brighten someone's day. Because life is unpredictable and one never knows what can happen in the future. Tadish was elected president of the Criminology and Criminal Justice Student Association and the Health and Wellness Club for the achievement. A 5-time member of the month for UCC CKI, Ms. McCowan is also a 2022 Honor Roll recipient. I invite again UCC President Dr. Davis to present this year's Volunteerism Award to Tadish McCowan. Congratulations. Thank you, President Davis. Thank you, awardees. To all awardees with us this evening, I encourage you and everyone to continue to build in Jamaican communities a place to live, work, and raise our families. By doing so, coming together to make this world better, a legacy of excellence, effective change tomorrow, to whom much is given, more is expected to effect the change tomorrow we want to see. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Hooper Donaldson. And when the president said that UCC students are top-notch, he thought he was joking. Now you see, UCC students are top-notch. You don't remember anything else? Remember that. We are also, as our motto says, fostering leadership and innovation. And we would like to, at this point, invite my boss. She does not like when I do that to her, to give a certificate to our student leaders. Our student leaders are leaders of our student council, and those persons have recently completed the leadership training and they're now being awarded their certificates. And we're also awarding leaders of clubs and societies as well. Our student leaders are as follows. Simone Ellis. Christopher Foster. Where are our student leaders? All right, we're having persons collecting on behalf of the leaders. But just for recognition, we're going to call all the names. Fair enough? Good. Marianne Francis Little. Sharna Green. Christopher Foster. TJ Hamilton. Indira Legister. Marcella Reed. Brittany Salmon. And the gentleman who just left, he needs to return. President of the Student Council, Mr. Jerome Robinson. Another big, huge round of applause for our student leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have a category that is very interesting. This category is Outstanding Adult Learner. Now, UCC, as you might know, is not only a university that caters to persons who have just left school, but quite often we, as the president says, we look out for the persons who are not quite there yet, the underdogs, as we would say. And sometimes the adult learner is the one who didn't get straight off the bat, straight out of high school, they didn't get their degree. But UCC, fostering leadership and innovation, we allow for that. And to bring congratulatory message for our award for our Outstanding Adult Learner, Professor Dennis Gale. And that's a recorded message.
A pleasant good evening to all present, whether in person or remotely. I wish to honor and congratulate the recipients of UCC's Outstanding Adult Learner Award. As a former adult learner himself, who pursued his master's degree at the London School of Economics decades ago in the 1970s, while working full-time at the Jamaican High Commission in the United Kingdom. But this recollection is incidental, as your own perseverance and achievements at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean are justifiably highlighted and applauded today. In Ulysses, the poet Tennyson writes, "I am a part of all that I have met, and all experience is an arch wherethrough gleams that untraveled world whose margin fades, forever and forever as I move." Learning may be seen as systematic change in the connections of neurons within our minds, and any student seeking to learn brings their lives and the entire set of their responsibilities and relationships, as well as challenges and sorrows, into the physical or virtual classroom. Robert Leamson defines education as learning that has been facilitated by teaching, by engagements that motivate students to begin the mastery of what we may call the concepts, tools, and data over discipline, built upon a general education foundation, constituted especially of critical thinking. Leamson then, somewhat clinically, defines learning as generating and stabilizing appropriate and desirable synapses in the human brain to repeated use, but learning is neither a passive activity nor a spectator sport. You arrived at UCC as whole persons and manage your responsibilities and relationships in such a way as to take advantage of the opportunities provided by your educators to grow in ways that led you here today. As the poet Khalil Gibran remarks, no man can reveal to you aught but that which already lies half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. You have all heard the colloquial comment that you can take a horse to water but cannot force him to drink. At UCC, you have achieved outstanding adult learner status by participating in your own growth and development, often despite multiple distractions, which in many cases also constituted building blocks for your learning. I therefore congratulate you wholeheartedly upon your award. Thank everyone present for your attention and wish you all not only a good evening, but also a Christmas season that is replete with the profound joys of giving, receiving, and growth.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Gale. There's indeed a significant difference between knowledge and education. At this point, we're going to have a congratulatory message about UCCA citizenship and extracurricular activity. But right before that, we're going to have a success story from Marcella Reed, a bit of entertainment for you this evening. Marcella Reed is not quite ready for us. So you have to stay tuned for that success story. At this point in time, we will hear congratulatory messages from Dr. Lilith Tomlinson, who is the acting principal of the UCC Academy. And we will hear congratulatory message from about citizenship and extracurricular activities. A round of applause for Dr. Tomlinson as she makes her way to the stage. Keep the round of applause going. It's encouragement. Why want to stop? All right, she's here now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremony, and all the protocols have already been observed. But let me just say good afternoon or good night to our president who is in the room with us tonight. A famous writer once said, and I quote, that there are no perfect people, only perfect moments. This afternoon, as the Academy, we stand to celebrate the accomplishments of one of our students. UCC, and by extension, UCCA, is not known for the kind of extracurricular activities like some other universities. But we at the Academy have found a gem in the form of Mr. Kemar Richards, a swimmer who has done extremely well representing the university and by extension the Academy, and he has also represented Jamaica. So this afternoon, it is our pleasure to have him as our flagship person in that area of the sport. He has traveled far. I think he's with his dad, and we are very proud of Mr. Kemar Richards today. So you could come forward, Mr. Richards.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tomlinson, and you will realize how important our banners are at this point in time. Oh, Dr. Tomlinson, you know, I didn't want you to go away just yet. We are going to have now the section that you've probably been waiting on, the academic award presentation. One more congratulatory message before we get to that presentation, though. Professor Bernadette Warner will bring congratulatory message to the academic awards before the academic awards presentation. And I think Dr. Tomlinson will be one of the persons to do those presentations. Mr. Technical Man, kindly cue Professor Bernadette Warner's presentation. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, since I'm enjoying the view of
present, whether in person or remotely. I wish to honor and congratulate the recipients of UCC's academic awards. You have attended classes, engaged with your lecturers, completed class projects, as well as the requisite examinations, and earned the GPA required for this award. I know you will have encountered many challenges along the way, but you have each evidently taken advantage of the opportunity to earn an excellent education at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, and are now prepared to make use of all that you have learned in your professional life ahead, whether in a new role immediately or not. UCC has long adopted a comprehensive or holistic approach to teaching, where faculty seek to address the academic, emotional, social, and health needs of our students in an integrated teaching and learning format, using means such as virtual or in-person classroom education, academic advising, mentoring, peer tutors, and the resources of the Student Affairs Department, including the still relatively new Customer Service Center. In the course of your studies, you have learned, using your general education foundation, to reflect upon your actions, how you can apply critical thinking skills to solve real-world problems, and how you can impact your local, national, regional, and even international community. As you move on to the next steps in your working lives, you will increasingly recognize that an education isn't how much you have committed to memory or even how much you know. It's actually being able to tell the difference between what you know, what you don't, where to go to find out what you need to know, and how best to give the information you get. As the poet Khaled Gibran wrote, such perplexity is the beginning of knowledge. And in his poem, Locksley Hall, another poet, Lord Tennyson, once commented pitifully, knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers. Your awards demonstrate that you have positioned yourselves to link knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in a way that can make a difference to your lives and those of others who cross your paths. I therefore congratulate you wholeheartedly upon your award. Thank everyone present for your attention and wish you all a good evening, accompanied by my warmest wishes for togetherness with your families and the joy of giving during this Christmas season. Thank you, and may God bless you.
One of the things that I found interesting about Professor Warner's presentation, she says it's important to know where to find the knowledge. And then I thought, oh, you remember when we used to look through encyclopedias to find the information? I see some people shaking their heads like, yeah, I remember those days. And other persons like, Encyclo, what? Yes, you can now find everything you need on Google. Uh-huh. But it's also still important, as we tell the students, to that you're able to verify sources and understand the source of knowledge that you get. At this point in time, as we're sorting out the academic awards, I am going to take the songbird, Miss Petrina Jones, who told us earlier that we have to get up and try. She has another encouragement for us. Please give her a round of applause.
People talk, that's what they do. They don't understand how you still love push and go through. Yes, they laugh, they call you names, but they just don't get it. How you still a push on and move on away. When they're talking, gonna keep on. When I'm saying you're gonna keep on talking, I've got my pride. I'm not gonna show my bad side. Sometimes I see me as a big pushover. So go over. Oh no, not I. I will survive. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them take away your liberty. Live your life and be free. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Starting today, live your life and live it today. When you're going through heartache, when you're feeling pain, when you're dating on the desert, no wonder when the hell is gonna rain. When they pass them judgment, and every word led astray. When you talk about the things them just to mash up your life and make you go astray. Strength up, don't them. Leave you under. Don't watch what they say. Just move on, push every way. Clear yourself and move on. It's keep you asunder. Oh no, not I. And I will survive. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them take away your liberty. Live your life and be free. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Live your life and live it today. Keep it on. That's what they do. They don't understand how you just not push and go through. Yes, they laugh. They call you names. But they just don't get it. How you still move on and push anyway. But when they see you, them just keep on talking. When I see them, I just keep on walking. I've got my pride. I'm not gonna show my bad side. Some of them might see me as a big pushover. Over. Oh no, not I. And I will survive. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Live your life and be free. Never let them get you down. Never let them leave you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Starting today, live your life and live it Never let them get you down. Never let them frown. Never let them lead you astray. You've made it today. Live your life and live it in praise.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. You know, I wish I could sing. No, I don't want y'all to run out of here. We are here for the academic awards, and we're going to get the academic awards now. And we're taking first the academic awards, UCC academic distinction and UCC highest academic distinctions from the School of Information Technology. And I do believe Mrs. Natalie Rose, who is the head of Department for Information Technology, is here to present the names for those awards. Please give her a round of applause as she makes her way. And she has a distinguished gentleman with her, and I'm sure she's going to introduce that person to us.
Thank you, Mr. Masters of Ceremony. I'm gonna try and say, never let them let you down. Oh, I think I better stick with IT. This voice thing not working at all. All right, it's a pleasure to join you today. You look beautiful, I should say. Very beautiful. For you to be here, you have done well. Clap yourself, guys. And continue to do much, much better for the new year 2023. All right, so I'm going to present the academic awards for the Department of Information Technology, and I will recognize the students whose work has had a truly remarkable impact on the department. Mr. Otis Osborne, full-time lecturer, will be presenting those tokens to the students as I go along and make small information or details about each recipient. So these two students has become an example for the K-13 pathway students. Regardless of the interest, these individuals have something essential in common. They love technology and innovation. And they work tirelessly to obtain a coveted GPA. The Academic Distinction Award for the Associate of Science in Information Technology goes to Ramona Grant and Delvin Ray. Actually, guess what, guys? They are in Ocherius. All right, as the HOD and lecturer, I can tell you that the student is the most incredible, hardworking and self-motivating person I have had the pleasure of knowing. The student stood out for her remarkable achievement and involvement as a PR in the IT club, despite an accident triggered by her co-worker that affected her mobility. She was fractured in the tailbone and her spine, and loss of her job, putting her in financial difficulties. She achieved sheer success and perseverance in her course. Without further ado, the highest academic distinction for Associate of Science degree in Information Technology, Jaden Ellis. Please stand for standing ovation, guys. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jadian. You beat all the odds and the challenges that were put in front of you. All right, these two students has gone beyond and above in achieving success in their courses. The Academic Distinction Award for the Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology goes to two students, Christopher Hayden and Delmica Johnson. Are those students there? All right. No, they're not here. Okay, they're not here. They're here? Oh, okay, okay. Dalmika. I should say that Dalmika, she's coming from the K-13 group. So she has been doing exceptionally well in the bachelor's program. All right, so moving onward, this student is hardworking, very, from a beautiful small island that was named St. Lucie of Syracuse. Not Jamaica we're talking about, guys. We're talking about St. Lucia. So she is online. So special recognition is given to academic distinction awardees with an average of GPA of 3.0. Let's give a big round of applause to Tanisha Utley. And she is in St. Lucia. All right. Now, second to last, I'm tired already. This student is very passionate and you will never ever find anyone with a bigger heart like her. She never turned down an opportunity to mentor a fellow student. In her professional life, she teaches other students with special needs. And she loves to teach programming like Python. She is visually impaired. And she always committed to completing tasks no matter what obstacles get in her way. I am pleased to announce the highest academic extension for the Bachelor of Science degree in Information Technology, Miss Chanel Great Gale. Come on, Chanel. Well done, Chanel. Well done. I can't tell you, Chanel called me for everything. Miss Rose, I need my exam to be online. I'm not seeing it. Miss Rose, my software don't work anywhere else on my computer. Miss Rose, I can't. The teacher had to have the system where I can read images. So yes, Chanel, well done. All right, as the adage goes, succeeding in life is as simple as being a good student. All you have to do is pay attention, work hard, and give it your best shot. This student has been an influence on the other IT students in a positive way, especially in the IT club. He is the vice president of the IT club. He's also a member of Internet Society Chapter Jamaica. And, you know, something that is so impressive about him is like, he loves to stay behind the scene. So it's time to get him this recognition he deserves. And I want to present the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Networking with Cybersecurity, Mr. Dane Johnson. Hi. Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony. I hand over back to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rose. And yes, you should stick to IT, something she does very, very, very well. Now, you see Natalie Rose smiling here today, and she's very passionate about her IT students. And if you don't share that passion, and if you have a role to play in that student's education, you will see another side of Natalie Rose. She's really passionate about her IT student. And from one passionate person to the next, we will now go to Dr. Colette Smith, who is the head of Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management. to present the UCC academic distinctions and UCC highest academic distinctions. A round of applause, please. And she's here with her entire team.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master Ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And I want to see a smile on your faces because we are here to celebrate the students who have done exceptionally well in their academic pursuits. I have with me Mr. David Tullow, Mrs. Candine Garrix-Brown, and Ms. Jelissa Reddick. They are going to be making the presentations to the outstanding students of the best department in the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, the Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management. And I want to just show off a little bit. I'm not going to give a preamble about each student, but let me just tell you something. Recently, we had a contribution from the Ministry of Tourism where they sponsored a number of our students, 23 of our students, to be trained to receive the prestigious, globally coveted American Hospitality and Lodging Educational Institute Professional Customer Service Certificate. And all our 23 students achieved grades from 83 to 97%. That is excellence for you. And so at this time, I'm going to call Shanoy Gordon, who was one of those students who did exceptionally well. Shanoy Gordon. She's receiving academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Tourism and Hospitality Management. Shanoy Gordon. Keep the applause going. And as Shanoy receives her award from Jalissa, I invite to come Annalisa Denton. Annalisa Denton. And Annalisa is off the island, but her dad, Mr. Denton, will be receiving this on her behalf. Let's hear it for Daddy Denton. And I'm sure that she's probably watching this on YouTube and seeing her dad receiving the award on her behalf. Salute to the parents and all who support our students. Thank you, Mr. Denton, for being a supportive dad. Now we have special recognition being given for the academic distinction awardees who have received an average term GPA of 3.80, and that award goes to Geneva Tracy. Congratulations, Geneva. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautiful. Thank you, Geneva. And our final awardee receiving the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Tourism and Hospitality Management is Kerona Bartley Dryden. We talked about our mature students. Here is a mature student receiving the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Tourism and Hospitality Management. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, team. Thank you, students. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Smith. And I'm looking for Mrs. Rose, because I hear that another department is the, I'm looking for Mrs. Davidson. Well, I'm not getting into that competition. I have to be neutral in Department of Student Support. Let's cool it down a little bit. I think Marcella Reed is now ready to do her success story. So a round of applause for Marcella, please.
It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. So me a pull it. Man, I'm growing up place, I'm never get no respect. No. Never get no good education, can't get a big check. No. Man, I'm grew up, everybody want me know in a distress. Yeah. And it's so easy, yeah, you get a big tech, or addicted, and a victim. And enough man pull it out, cause them couldn't hold it out. And enough man sold it out, cause them couldn't go without. And in pursuit of riches, enough man take the girly road. But that a fit them thing, that is not what my story about. This a for those who persevere and who see through the tears. And in the grand scheme of everything, them still the year. And although we no millionaire, feel like a millionaire, we still a celebrate. To put me hand in the air and say I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story.
I had to give her space to just vacate the stage, you know, because you realize that she run me off the stage. But I'd like you to know that I am a success story. We're all top notch and we're all success stories. I don't know if this is the bigger, better department or what. You know, we have two telecoms companies in Jamaica. One says they're the bigger, better, and the other one says they're the larger. As I said before, I am not getting into the politics of it, but we will now have the presentation of the UCC academic distinction and the UCC highest academic distinction from the General Studies and Behavioral Management. And to present those awards, I see Mrs. Ione Miller on the paper. So you know what, I'm going to allow this lady, who is not Mrs. Ione Miller, head of department, to introduce herself. Please give this lady a round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dakota Mitchell, and I'm representing for the department, the Success Story Department of the General Studies and Behavioral Sciences. So the other departments, you have good, you have better, and you have right there, sir. Here to help me hand out these wonderful awards is none other than Mr. David Tulloch and Miss Jalissa Reddick. So the bright people then, when I call them, I want to make enough noise. I want the people then, when they have to support to make enough noise too. When you ready? Them no more than we. Academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Social Work is presented to the following students. Zaminia Ming. Following Miss Ming, we have Christina Wellington. Moving right along, we have special recognition is given to the following academic distinction awardees who have achieved an average term GPA of 3.80. The first person we have is Miss Chevelle Johnson. Second on the list, we have Miss Janelle Johnson. The highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in social work is awarded to none other than Nicoline Sinclair Gordon. Now I'm telling you, you see the people from this department, they are so busy that you know, we're gonna have to send it to them because some of them probably they're foreign at the work. We're going to send it by post. Now, the highest academic, the academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Psychology is presented to first person, Mr. Ricardo Williams. And Mr. Williams, we're asking you to come back, please. So we are also awarding you this certificate that should have been given to you from last year. So thank you for being here this evening. Next, we have Mr. Ricardo Richards. And Mr. Richards coming down looking bush and bash and yes, sir. Yes, sir. After Mr. Richards, we have Miss Soroya Blake. Look how we bush, look how we bash. Hello. And just so you know, none of our students is back at the class. Them have them subject. And last but not least, for this award, we have Miss Natasha Green. And the final award for this department, the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Psychology, is awarded to none other than the one and only, the lady, Miss Dana Hunter. So like I said, our people are very busy and then probably they're far, so we're going to post it to them. Good evening.
Miss Dakota Mitchell, and we see persons collecting awards from last year. Wow. Business administration is, by any measure, the bigger, better. I'm sorry, the largest department in terms of the number of students. I have to keep it neutral. I have to deal with the heads of departments, Mrs. Sonia Davidson is the head of department for the business administration. And she's here to give UCC academic distinction and UCC highest academic distinction for business administration. A round of applause for her.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And the cream rises to the top. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. The Department of Business Administration presents the top student awardees for the academic year 2021 to 2022. We're going to start with the Associate of Science degree, and I'd like you to welcome Mrs. Sylvia Falconer Simpson, an adjunct lecturer here at UCC for many years, even before me, specializing in marketing, principles of marketing. So we thank her for being here this evening to hand out these awards. Academic Distinction Award for the Associate of Science degree in Business Administration is presented to the following students. Tanisha White. Tanisha is not here. Beyonce McPherson. Those. Then we have the highest academic distinction award for the Associate of Science degree in Business Administration going to Kenya Felwell. Right? Let's see our associates here. I believe some of them may be out in the regions. And now for our Bachelor of Science degree programs. Academic Distinction Award for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration is presented to the following 6 students. Kamoya Lindsay. Here. Ruel Law. Give Ruel a round of applause, please. Suzette Spooner McIntosh can get ready. Suzette here. Oh, Mandeville. Okay, good. See, we're all over. Althea Robinson. Sharice Brown. Chantal Terrell, sorry. Chantal Terrell. Hey, Chantal. And then for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, the highest academic distinction goes to Devon O'Brien. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Faulkner Simpson. Now we're going to move on to the accounting and financial management degrees. And I'm going to ask Ms. Pamela Thomas, who is the senior program coordinator with responsibility for these programs, to hand out the awards. Academic Distinction Award for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in accounting is presented to the following 2 students. Tracy Ann Waldron. Abigail Anderson. And the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in accounting is awarded to Akelia Gordon. Okay. Now we go to major in accounting and financial management. Academic distinction awards. We have 9. Okay. Sybil Large, Chevelle Jackson. Lisa Taylor Bennett. Christoph Roberts. Christoph not here. Diana Dixon. Tricianne Brady. Lorraine Williams. Marsha Roberts. Chantel Downer. Whoops. So Chantel. Tashoy Wilson. Here. And then we have some special recognition for academic distinction, achieving a GPA of 3.8. Sharika, 3.8 and over, thank you. Sharika Ranglin. Anthony Dockery. Anastasia Edmondson. Jadine Roach. Well, let me explain what's happening here, guys. The Department of Business Administration has students all over the globe, as far as Dubai, as far as Japan, okay? So we say big up to all of you online watching. And now the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in accounting and financial management is awarded to Sharita Lewis Rodney. Now we come to the major in financial management. The highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in financial management is awarded to Andre Garvey. Can you believe we have more? I'm gonna ask my dynamic admin assistant, Miss Jalissa Reddick, to hand out these awards. So many times our name called this evening? Dynamic man. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Academic Distinction Award for the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Resource Management. We have 4 students. Laura Williams Gallier. Aladine Palmer. Sachelle Wisdom. Mandible. Okay. Ziamara Smith. And now we have a special recognition, Academic Distinction Award for GPA 3.8 and over, Asorn Black. And now, the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Resource Management, Chevelle Honeywell. We're not done yet, you know. All right. The highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Innovation and Entrepreneurship is awarded to Ramon Richards. Academic Distinction Award for the Bachelor of Science degree in Production and Operations Management, Andrea Hall. And a gentleman that I spoke to today on the phone, the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Production and Operations Management, Broderick McKenzie. Thank you, Natalie. All right, top it off now. Academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Marketing with a major in Digital Marketing and Advertising Management. We have 2 awardees. Peter Gay Casanova, first one. And Daniela Dunkley. Is this one of my students? Yes. And now, to top it off for this evening, the highest academic distinction for the Bachelor of Science degree in Marketing with a major in Digital Marketing and Advertising Management is awarded to Roxanne Morris. I believe Roxanne is out in the regions. Thank you, and a big up to all the business administration students. You've really done us proud. And as I said, the cream rises to the top. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much. Well, I think that wraps it up. No, it does not. We know now the largest department because they have a number of students. But there is also a department of the UCC group, UCC Academy. They're in a league, a top-notch league of their own, not competing here. And to bring the UCC academic distinction and highest academic distinction awards, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson, who you already met. Give her a round of applause.
I think it's so important to be in a class all by yourself. You're the ultimate winner. All right. So I'm not trying to compete with Bizarre and tourism and all those people because I'm in a class all by ourselves. The TVET institution of choice for the Caribbean. Put your hands together for UCCA. And UCCA is so important as we come to the turn of the fourth industrial revolution. Have you ever wanted a decent, qualified construction worker, plumber? I mean, skills are where it's at. So, you know, I'm not even trying to compete. I'm ultimately the best, all right? So we have tonight, we're recognizing the outstanding awardees. And the first one goes to Leandra Robinson for logistics and supply chain management. Now, this one is very, very interesting because it is two sisters. I can't imagine how they behave at home, but because of their names, there's a lot of conflict. So you can read it between the lines. So for the highest GPA in allied healthcare, we have Faith Michael and Hope Michael. Put your hands together for them. And their mom is here today as well. And that too. Can you imagine when they get their paper, somebody get 98 and somebody get 97? Miss, oh, you didn't see my 1 mark right here. All right, thank you so very much. Next, we have for business process outsourcing, Dion Berry. Dion is the one who makes sure that the BPO students are kept in line, right? Right. Next, we have for renewable energy technologies, we have Amoya Little and Rohan Taylor. Amoya Little and Rohan Taylor. Hi, Ron. And Ron is an excellent artist who came first in the JCDC competition for art. Put your hands together for him. Excellent. When he had our expo, he had his work on display. Excellent artist. Next, we have for construction site management, Alana Graham. Clap her, a young lady in construction. Top in the class as well. Can you imagine on the construction site? Sir, you have to move those blocks and take up 2 tons of steel. All right. And then we also have our Citizenship Award, and the Jamaica Tourist Board had a competition for high school students and for tertiary institution, and UCCA came out on top. And so we want to recognize Shamoya Jackson for her contribution in that process. Come on, put your hands together for her. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my cup of tea. I'll now hand back over to the moderator.
You know, some of that pride cannot be hidden. I heard something coming from up that side. And my daughter, that is absolute pride. Unfortunately, we're drawing to the end of this, you know. But you know what? You've been a wonderful audience. Give yourself a round of applause. We've learned a lot here. We've learned that sometimes we have to get up and try and try and try and try again. And the lady who is currently taking a photo reminded us that we are all individual success stories. The president reminded us that UCC, we're not just another university. We are. So we have an A student over there. Yes, we are the university, but we are top notch. And we've seen that here today. Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and a vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Excellence is not an accident. If you have the vision to see obstacles as opportunities, you will always achieve excellence. And so someone who has achieved excellence, someone who is no stranger to obstacles, Ms. Chevelle Honeywell, who received a high achievement award tonight, is going to give the student a response, sorry. Please give her a round of applause.
Right. Good evening, everyone. And my fellow awardees, we are all success stories tonight, as we are top notch. So today, I feel privileged and honored to stand here in front of you all and acknowledge the achievement of our brilliant students who have made the university and their families proud. This ceremony is held to recognize the young and old talents who have made an immense contribution to our university and the society at large. These brilliant students exhibit such qualities that will not only help in achieving their goal, but also bring glory to the success of our school. Today, we have gathered here not just to celebrate the achievements of our students, but to give due regard to our values and morals, which these awardees exemplify, like discipline, compassion, and the zeal for learning. Awards are just a way to encourage good academics and inculcate a competitive spirit. This is the reason why our university organizes an award ceremony every year to encourage its students. These awards distributed today are not just recognizing those students who have performed exceptionally well in their academics, but also non-academic events. The aim is to recognize the extra talent or students of our students and other academic areas and motivate them to shine in their respective fields. Our institution has provided its students with a healthy, competitive environment to help them grow in every sphere of activity, be it academic or other curricular roles, extracurricular roles. We have given equal opportunities to all our students so that they can realize their true potential and get ready to face the outer world after completing their studies. I am extremely pleased to see our dear students performing and excelling in their respective areas of interest. Also, I would like to address those students who have not achieved any award today and say that not to lose hope, as this is not the end of everything. And there will be many opportunities coming your way to prove your mettle. I have a very inspiring line for all of those students said by George W. Bush, the former president of the United States. And it goes, to those of you who received honors, awards, and distinctions, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too can be the president of the United States. In the end, I would like to use this wonderful opportunity to thank our president, vice president, board members, faculty, staff, and students for taking this institution to new heights and creating a distinct path for the students to follow. I would also like to extend my special thanks to all the families and friends for joining us and making this occasion a huge success. Thank you on behalf of all the awardees for 2021-2022 academic year as we emerge a champion, a legacy of excellence.
Indeed, it is a legacy of excellence that is UCC students, UCC's faculty from different schools competing to be the best because collectively we are the best. And we're top notch. And it was the president, Dr. Davies, who said that we inspire ourselves and also inspire others. And your achievement has inspired the president. He wants to say something to you again. So please, another round of applause for the president. As he makes his way here, I'd like to remind you that we have light refreshments. The ushers will guide you to where that is as we're finished. And we have a few certificates for the clubs and societies that will be handed out. Pictures will be taken after. Mr. President, mic is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's been a real great and rewarding evening here tonight. I have been encouraged by what I've seen here, by many individuals putting themselves to the task and ensuring that as you move forward, that you do so in a meaningful way. You know, just yesterday, I had the opportunity, along with other members of staff, alumni, students, to visit two homes in Manchester. Here at UCC, we have launched in a soft way the UCC Ignite Community Impact Fund. And as I had the opportunity of interacting with those students, or those residents, yesterday, and many who suffer from muscular dystrophy, many who have a number of physical challenges that they're not able to stand or walk or move around like we are doing here tonight. My mind reflected on the fact that they were still trying to reflect and to ensure that even though they are in a position and in a state that's different from how we are here tonight, that they still have hope. I listened to stories from the leaders there of how many of them have improved significantly and drastically. And UCC was there to help, to give a helping hand. We left donations at both locations. And I've challenged all of our board members, members of the administration, all of our students, faculty and staff to go online and contribute also to this fund. That will help our students here at UCC who may be having a financial challenge from time to time to get over that hump in order to succeed, as well as those individuals in our community who need our help. Because everywhere we operate in this nation and in other locations that you'll hear about in the months to come, we want to make sure that we are not only providing opportunities for education and growth and advancement, but we are also going to be there to help to meet the needs of people. So I want you to go online at the UVI, at the UCC website, I'm sorry, and I'm coming in from UVI, and to make sure that you share. There's no gift, no contribution too large or too small. Whatever you choose to do, please do that. Again, thank you for the opportunity to celebrate you and to enjoy such a marvelous evening here tonight. And thank you, Mr. Chair, and all those who have joined us online also. Have a great evening.
Again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, refreshments are on the outside. The ushers will guide you. Have yourselves a good evening. Get home safely. Oh yeah, and Merry Christmas when it comes. Clubs and societies.
Mm-hmm.